Alright, I'm Kollin Huse. This is my second speech, the informative speech. I currently don't have an audience because I'm sick. I've been sick for the past week and I didn't want to get anybody else sick for this. I've already been clear about the professor, so we're all good in that department. This is my informative speech, the impact of Fast and Furious in the car industry. So, let me get started. You're driving down the road and you look to your left and you see a car that you instantly recognize. It's a 1970 Dodge Challenger with a blower in the front. It's all black, it's nice. It's Dom's Charger from Fast and Furious. You know it instantly. But have you ever thought to why do you know it instantly? As a member of the car community, and a person who's done extensive research on the Fast and Furious movies and the cars featured in them, I feel qualified to speak on this topic and answer that question. The Fast and Furious movies had a wide and very lasting, recognizable impact on the car industry. Today, I will be talking about the difference in sales between normal cars and cars seen in the movies. I'll be talking about the increased profit for the car companies that are shown in the movies. I'll also talk about the expansion of the car community and the popularity of aftermarket parts because of the Fast and Furious franchise. My first point is that movie car sales were greater than those of normal cars. In an interview with Hot Cars, technical director Craig Lieberman stated that Nissan R34s sold 10 times more than Nissan 370Zs. These Nissan R34s were one of the main cars that were shown in the Fast and Furious movies. These cars became synonymous with people, and they wanted to buy those cars. They were 10 times more likely to buy a Nissan R34 than a Nissan 370Z. These cars that were shown in the movies were more popular because buyers wanted to feel the thrill that their favorite characters and their favorite actors did in these movies. These movie cars created a lot of attention and helped car sales out a lot. This brings me to my second point. Car companies increased sales and held a larger market share because of the Fast and Furious franchise. Certain car brands gained more traction, like Nissan, Toyota, Chevrolet, and Dodge. And these movie cars started to lead the market over other brands like Opel or Ford, or cars that weren't really seen in the movies. According to Toyota's global records, there was a significant decline until about 2000. And then with the release of Fast and Furious, their sales rose up 200,000 units. This is an insane increase, all because of the Fast and Furious franchise. The famous Toyota Supra led that charge. People wanted to buy the Toyota Supra as seen in the Fast and Furious movies. So they were more likely to buy that car, and the market share favored Toyota. As people were more likely to buy movie cars, they became invested in cars in general. That brings me to my third point, the expansion of the car community. The movies got many people interested in all types of cars. Before the Fast and Furious franchise, most of the mainstream media focused on American muscle, Smokey and the Bandit, General Lee, typical American muscle. Now, after the 10 movies in the Fast and Furious franchise, there are three main types of diverse car communities that were showcased. This is the European, South American, and the most obvious, the Japanese. Before Fast and Furious was introduced to the world, the car community was very single-minded. The American car community, or the Japanese car community, the European car community. But with the Fast and Furious franchise and the Fast and Furious saga, introduced a diverse lineup that people could experience and people could understand like never before. This also created a large turnout of car shows like SEMA, the Specialty Equipment Market Association trade show. As the car community began to grow, so did the appearance of aftermarket props. This brings me to my fourth and final point, the increased popularity of aftermarket parts. Motor Trend magazine's Aaron Gold states that after the third Fast and Furious movie, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, parts like Sparco and NOS reported sales to be up over 1,000%. I'm sorry. Brands like this created unprecedented publicity that was never introduced to them before this time. These brands had not been seen on the big screen until the Fast and Furious franchise. People were not aware of the ability to modify vehicles for appearance or performance like they had until the first Fast and Furious movie. Now, companies like Hennessy, Veilside, Liberty Walk are infamous in the car community. Without Fast and Furious, modifications would not be as popular as they are today. The Fast and Furious saga had a large and recognizable impact on the car community. Today, we talked about the sales difference between movie cars and normal cars, the increased profit for companies shown in the movies, the expansion of the car community because of the Fast and Furious saga, and the popularity of aftermarket parts because of the franchise. Now, when you see a modified car, you can thank Fast and Furious for their impact on the car community. Thank you. Okay. I apologize. I'm still not feeling great. Here is card number 1. I'm not sure if you can see it. No, that's not 1. I apologize. Hold on. This is 1. This is 1 and 6. Paragraph 1, paragraph 6. Paragraph 2, paragraph 3. Paragraph 4. I showed you paragraph 5. I'll show it again. There's paragraph 5. Then we go back to 6. Paragraph 6. Okay, 6 is down at the bottom. That's everything. That is my second speech. Thank you.